All right, broke plant eaters, I know that you saw both on Instagram and Facebook a picture of this amazing gnocchi and creamy garlic sauce, and y'all just ate it up virtually. But now you can eat it up for real. Here's the recipe. Hey guys, it's Crystal here with A Broke Plant Eater. Welcome back if you're a subscriber, and if you're not a subscriber, what are you waiting for? Make sure you click that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell. That way you will be notified every time I upload a new video, which is usually every Wednesday and Saturday. Every once in a while I fall off the wagon and kind of disappear because I need to detox and kind of get my mind straight and get off social media a little bit. So I apologize. That usually happens 1 week a month. But anyway, during that 1 week, I was off of the internet for a little while. I did post up a little challenge where I asked anybody to go ahead and sign below the picture that I posted that said everybody should be eating way more colorfully, and it was just sort of like a personal challenge. And the next day I shared a picture of our dinner, which was, and I didn't realize so many people were gonna be like, whoa, it was a creamy garlic sauce that we had thrown some gnocchi in with some roasted tomatoes and some spinach, and it was amazing. Scott actually made it, and he was testing out a recipe. It ended up being a little too salty at first. I'm kind of salt sensitive, and Scott really needs to watch the amount of salt intake for him. So we wanted to redo the recipe, get it right, which we have perfected. You're gonna freaking love this recipe. It is so easy, so simple. It's amazingly creamy, delicious. It's I can't put it into words. Afterwards we'll try to I'm gonna look some words up so that we can describe it in a lot better. But anyway, I've written down all of the ingredients. Make sure you take a screenshot because here it is. All right guys, grab a steel pan because you are going to be scraping this with a whisk, and throw in a few tablespoons of EVOO. Let that warm up and throw in your shallots as well as your garlic. Please note that we have doubled this recipe since we have so many people to feed, and so if you want to make it double, this is how much you'll have, but if you follow the recipe you will have less. Throw in a pinch of salt as well as some pepper. Season those up and just let them fry until they're basically translucent. Once that happens, it'll take about 5 minutes. You can start adding in at a tablespoon at a time some flour, and you'll totally whisk that up. You're basically going to start a roux, but you don't want to throw in all of your flour at once. You really want to take this step by step. So just a couple tablespoons at a time, making sure that it's fully incorporated each time before you throw in the next tablespoon. All right, once you've gotten through that flour, go ahead and add in a cup at a time, very slowly, your almond milk or any other plant-based milk, as long as it is unsweetened. So none of that vanilla stuff coming in here. You definitely want it to be plain. And make sure it's fully incorporated, and whisk, 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 scraping that bottom. It is going to be delicious. If you notice this isn't as thickening as quickly as you would like, go ahead and throw in another tablespoon of flour like we did. Just make sure you are whisking constantly. You definitely don't want this to be lumpy. It's already going to be lumpy because of the shallots and everything else. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You are really going to enjoy what we've got going on. Once it starts to boil, add a large handful of spinach and stir that around and throw in the roasted tomatoes. This is my favorite. I love roasted tomatoes. And then you guys know that gnocchi only takes about 2 to 3 minutes to cook. So as soon as you get those all nice and cooked up, you can throw them in as well. These gnocchis were amazing. We just happened to find a vegan brand, so I'm just going to give you a little peek. Here it is. It's really delicious, guys. So if you can get your hands on this, go ahead and try it. But whatever you can get your hands on is what will work. Add in another handful of spinach and make sure you stir that all around. You really want this spinach to start wilting and being all sorts of delicious. Add in your Italian seasoning. This really starts to boost up some of the flavors, and some vegan parm. This can make it a little bit more creamy. All of these flavors together. I didn't actually film it, but add some salt and pepper as well to your liking. Stir this around and it's good to go, guys. All right, guys, I have already basically had a bowl of this with some vegan biscuits for dinner. It was amazing, but I'm still gonna do a taste test real quick because some of you guys like that. I literally, like, I only got enough to basically try because, like I said, I already ate like an entire bowl. So, and gnocchi is like super, super filling and really easy to find vegan. We just happened to find gnocchi that was labeled vegan, like, and Scott didn't even, he did it by accident. He was just like reading all the ingredients, he brought it home, and then I like reread the ingredients to make sure that it was vegan. And after I reread all the ingredients, I was like, oh yeah, this is good to go. I turned the package over and then I saw that it was labeled vegan. I was like, dude, you didn't realize this was labeled vegan? But I've also found them frozen. So anyway, let me try this gnocchi. So there it is. It doesn't look as pretty because I have the spinach. There you go. So I have a roasted tomato there with the gnocchi, and it goes. I like tomatoes, but when you roast tomatoes and they have like that thicker shell almost, because you've created this like crisp, this cooked outside, and then when you bite into them, they just burst in your mouth. So amazing. And then with the gnocchi and the spinach and with the shallots, I mean, you can taste all of those flavors coming in. It's not, believe it or not, it is not overly garlic considering all of the garlic that is in this recipe, which I was like hella nervous about because I like garlic, but garlic doesn't really like me. Alright guys, so I hope you see how extremely easy that was to make, how delicious it was, because honestly I'm gonna definitely look up more words for delicious. Satisfying, amazing, it was so creamy and yummy. And guys, let me know in the comments below any other words I should be using to describe something that is so dang delicious that you want everybody else to try. Help your sister out. Again, if you have not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like this video if you liked it, and share it with a friend because maybe somebody's kind of scratching their head wondering what the hell they can do with gnocchi. Until next time, folks.